This is Podcast Bootcamp, the video manual, volume 10427 for identification. As you may know, I was a presenter at Craft Content 2015. I was a little concerned because I didn't know if I was presenting for 5 or 50. I was pleased and somewhat astonished by the turnout, including one experienced GarageBand user. I wish to express my gratitude to Norcy for providing an intern or assistant to handle the graphics. I regret the format of Craft Content only provides for one-way communication. However, for the next 3 videos, I'm going to answer some questions I didn't have time to address. Question numero uno, a little Spanish lingo, as Rush Limbaugh might say. How to easily assemble a podcast with pre-assembled bumpers, ads, and etc. Fortunately for the user, this is GarageBand's long and strong. When I first began to podcast, I did a cut and paste version. However, I soon discovered that I needed to work in a more linear fashion, and here's how I do it. First, I've established an outline for the podcast along with the opening, closing, and any teases I might wish to add. GarageBand is populated with loops, which is their name for jingles, royalty-free music, stingers, and sound effects. Stingers are those little transitions which you might hear on terrestrial radio, including such old standbys as drum riff, chipmunks, and etc. For items which might be repeated like a commercial, it's possible to make a recording in GarageBand and store it as an Apple loop. Before I hit record, I write a script. Guided by my outline, I will go from what I could say to what I will say, and here's the important part. I print out the script, and before I hit record, I have at least 2 rehearsals. My wife hates this part. It means she gets to hear each podcast 3 times. I use a Logitech headset and have just upgraded to a better model. Now I am looking at a plan, my script, and I start to assemble the podcast. Bringing jingles, theme music. I like a country loop, acoustic sunrise, 1 minute 38 seconds. FYI, I use an ink-friendly font, usually size 18 or greater, and if I'm recording multiple podcasts and or videos, I use different paper colors, so I don't mix up the pages. All page 1s look pretty much alike. When I first started, I would leave in the little glitches and slips, but as I've become more competent in production, I now go back and edit out some of the most obvious slips, goofs, and mispronunciations. If you would like to make a comment and or suggestion or nominate a new app, we'd like to hear from you. Call 800-228-2717, that's 800-228-2717, or by U.S. snail to Bridgehaven Post Office Box 210111, 37221, Nashville, Tennessee. Next week, we'll reach into the mailbag and answer another question from Craft Content. This has been Podcast Bootcamp, the video manual, Volume 10427 for identification.